All right. We are live for the first time in a while. Let's see who we can drag in here. Who will join? I don't like that lighting. That lighting's a little too bad. Let me move over a little bit. Hopefully it does say I'm live. Say what's up to people in the chat. So one person joined so far. What's going on, guys? What's going on, everybody? I was hoping that it did go live because the phone to go. I'm going on my phone today, guys. I'm sorry, going on my phone today. The quality isn't as good, but I don't want to set up my laptop to go live. I have a different stream key on there. But what's going on, everybody? We've got Chris Santos, Tiquez, Isaiah Wyatt is in the building. Jared Williams, always one of the first people in the live streams. What's going on, guys? Listen, man, I just want to talk some football with you guys, man. It's been a while. I know I'm not as consistent with making videos anymore, but I think I'm getting right back on track just in time for the draft, baby. We could talk some draft. We can talk some Giants football. Let's talk some regular football and anything. Let's just talk about it, guys. On top of that, I will be next stream, guys. I will be introducing my what's it called, call in show again. I'll be putting that back in the call-in show. I'll put that back in, and we can talk, on the phone, and you guys can call in stuff like that. But not today. It just took a little while, setting up. It's gonna take way too long setting up, and I think I only have an hour. I've only got an hour to talk to you guys, so I just want to get as much as we can going. If you guys can, just hit that like button. It's gonna show up when you hit that like button. It shows up on everybody else's news feed a lot faster, and a lot more people can join in the stream, and we can get a whole conversation going. I'm on my phone, so everything is right in front of me. So if you guys put a comment in, I'm able to see it on my phone. I'm just looking at my phone, so I'm not go ahead and I'm not looking at my laptop and things like that, a TV screen, nothing like that. Dylan Renner is in here. What's going on? My boy, my son King Justin is here. Ha is in here. Ligma says play me KB. Everybody, guys, I'm undefeated in Madden. I'm undefeated in my Madden streams. I've only had about 2 Madden streams, and I've killed you all. Okay, I've killed you all. You guys just aren't skilled enough. You're just not good enough, okay? You're not good enough for my Madden skills. But maybe I'll do another Madden stream one day. What happened to my wrench, Ligma? I don't know, Ligma. But I let my wrenches do all the adjusting now. So, Gardner for 2020 MVP Visions. Yeah, Visions, the ultimate Jaguars fan there. Cap. We talking cap like cap or like cap space, but but yeah, guys, let's talk some football, guys. Let's talk some football. You guys throw out your comments, questions, concerns, all of that jazz. I'm drinking my first time drinking Bang energy drink. Kind of matches my shirt a little bit. This is a cotton candy flavor. It's all right. It's not fantastic. Do they all come 0 calories? Because I'm not a sugar-free kind of person. I'm not a calorie freak. I don't like diet drinks. But Chris Sonor, the real party is here when Chris Sonor enters the chat, all right? But yeah, I'm just talking about my Bang energy drink. This is the first time I ever drinking this. It's all right. It's not. I don't know what the hype is all about. I'd still crack open a Monster or a Red Bull over this, but Bang, what flavor? It's a cotton candy. You guys let me know what your favorite flavor is as far as Bang energy drinks go. I just picked this one up because I thought I would like it more. Cotton candy. It's okay. I mean, I don't really think it's that much. It's awesome. There's something weird about these energy drinks. Yeah, I don't know, but tell you what. Dylan says I just drink beer. I'll tell you what. Get G Fuel. Yeah. I think Keemstar has his own flavor, cotton candy flavor on G Fuel. But I'll tell you what, these Bang energy drinks, the initial taste is good. The initial taste is actually pretty good. It's the aftertaste after you drink it kind of sticks around in there, and it's like the artificial sugars is just ugh. I bought a water just in case I did not like the Bang. It's okay. I'll drink it. But guys, let's talk some football, man. Let's talk some football. Who do you guys have the Giants drafting at number 4? Let's just say they stay at number 4, and let's give you guys a scenario. Let's say obviously Joe Burrow and Chase Young is off the board. Let's say the Lions draft Jeffrey Okudah. Who do you guys think the Giants are going to take? Isaiah Simmons, you got Jedrick Wills, you got Tristan Wirfs, you've got not Isaiah Thomas, Andrew Thomas. You guys let me know. Everybody wants to go Isaiah Simmons, yeah. Everybody wants to go Isaiah Simmons. Everybody wants to go Isaiah. Yeah, man, I did my film reviews and film watches, film analysis on Isaiah Simmons, and man, he is good, man. He is good. Chase Young, I guess. No, I'm saying, Jared, if Chase Young is taken number 2 overall by the Redskins, which seems to be just a done deal at this point, unless the Redskins are just that bad of an organization. Hey there, Kid Blue. Did you hear what the New York Giants and the NFL Combine said about Daniel Jones? Yes, but here's the thing. I wish I could make a video about this. We drafted Javon Kinlaw. Kinlaw is a nasty guy. That Kinlaw is one of the most raw, but one of the most talented guys I've ever seen in a draft. Kinlaw is a good player. I just don't want a defensive tackle. I don't want any more defensive tackles. The Giants have way too much defensive tackles. I want edge rushers. I know he gives the pass rush, but I want edge rushers. But what was I talking about before? I was about to go off on a tangent. Oh yeah, okay. So the whole thing with Joe Judge talking about, kind of avoiding the question Daniel Jones. I don't think there was anything wrong with that whatsoever. Daniel Jones, he's not putting Daniel Jones on a pedestal. Joe Judge is a rookie head coach. He's never been a head coach before. He's never done that. So he is setting a standard early, and he's staying to that. No exceptions. What happens to leaders once they start letting in a few exceptions? They start getting taken advantage of, and it starts to be the norm. Joe Judge is basically saying nobody is getting special treatment. There's not one player getting special treatment. Everybody will be evaluated when that time comes. Nobody has a spot on this roster. He was also asked about the depth chart. He says there is no depth chart. There's no depth chart. It's a clean slate. Nobody. So he wasn't being mean or being, kind of throwing shots at Daniel Jones per se. He was asked about Daniel Jones, but he kind of put it in a general term. He said, I don't want to talk about individuals. We're not talking individuals here. He said that, and I quote, we're not talking individuals. Do not talk to me about individuals. When you come, and I love his philosophy because, when you go into draft time, right, you're looking for players to make your team better. How do you make your team better when you're sitting there talking about individual players on your team already, talking about this guy's great, this guy's fantastic? How does that make the draftees feel? You know what I'm saying? So he's basically saying, for the sake of the draftees, for the sake of the guys already on the team, nobody has a spot. Everybody has to earn their spot. Everybody has to earn their place. Now, do I think the Giants are going to go out there and grab a quarterback? Absolutely not. I don't think they're going to draft the quarterback whatsoever. And you know what? They might even try to throw a smokescreen out there as if they are trying to get a quarterback. First of all, I know I keep going off on tangents right now, guys. Do not listen to a word Dave Gettleman says. And that's not saying Dave Gettleman's a bad GM. That's just saying he's doing his job. Do not listen to Dave Gettleman. He's going to be talking that talk, right? We're going to take the best player available, but he takes Daniel Jones. I'm not blaming him for taking Daniel Jones. But guys, let me just make it clear. Dave Gettleman is going to do what Dave Gettleman wants to do. And he will tell you anything in his power to make you feel otherwise, okay? So he's going to say, I'm going to take the best player available, but he may have a player that fits his scheme. You talk about versatility. Joe Judge loves versatility, loves fluidity of positions, especially on the defensive side of the football. That tells me Isaiah Simmons is going to be the next New York Giant. But if you're talking best player available, who is the best player available when it comes to the number 4 overall spot? It could be Jerry Jeudy. You think the Giants are going to take Jerry Jeudy at number 4? I don't think so. So when it comes to best player available, he's going to say best player available all you want. But it's kind of a loophole if you guys really think about it, because the player that the Giants choose, just like Daniel Jones, that may have been the best player available on their board. You got to think about that. You got to think about that. Not the best player in the draft, not the best available player in the draft, but the best player available on their board for the specific needs that they need for their scheme. Okay? So Isaiah Simmons may not be the best player available because he won't be. Isaiah Simmons is not not a top 10 player in this draft. He's great. He's not a top 10 player. I can name a bunch of other players who are better at what they do. Like the two wide receivers, Jerry Jeudy and CeeDee Lamb. Oh my God, I cannot tell enough about CeeDee Lamb. One thing I will make for sure, I think CeeDee Lamb's gonna have a better career than Jerry Jeudy, and that's just me saying that. I think Jerry Jeudy doesn't demand receptions like CeeDee Lamb does. CeeDee Lamb was the Oklahoma offense. Jerry Jeudy was a very good piece of Alabama's offense, but CeeDee Lamb was Oklahoma's offense. He constantly demanded receptions and targets, unlike Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy had other guys around him. You look at Henry Ruggs. You look at that other receiver. I can't put my finger on his name right now. And you had a bunch of guys on the Alabama offense, especially at the running back position as well. You look at Oklahoma. I mean, it was constant. CeeDee Lamb was always getting targets, and he always caught the ball. Jerry Jeudy had some key drops in his career. I've had just last year I've seen some stuff. Mekhi Becton. See, I haven't done my film on Mekhi Becton yet, or Mekhi Becton, or Jedrick Wills yet. I've done my a film on Tristan Wirfs, who I think is a solid right tackle, and I did my film on Andrew Thomas. Andrew Thomas, I'll tell you right now, I don't even need to look at Jedrick yet or any of these other guys yet. Andrew Thomas is my favorite offensive tackle in this draft. This guy's a monster. Why is he falling on drafts? I don't know. Everybody's talking about Mickey, I don't know, Mekhi Becton, Mekhi, I don't know, man. You guys need to just name your kids some regular names, okay? Do me a favor. Do me a favor, crying out loud. Don't sleep on Michael Pittman. Yeah, I think he's out of USC. I watched him for a couple years. Don't sleep on Henry Ruggs. See, Henry Ruggs is one of those burner guys that I think someone like the Philadelphia Eagles is going to draft, and just like how the Eagles drafted Nelson Aguilar for that same reason. Oh, he's a fast guy. And the same reason why, the Bengals drafted John Ross and all these other guys. They draft them because they're fast. Speed can only go a certain distance in the NFL. You got some guys that had success. You look at your Ted Gins in the NFL. You look at your Deshaun Jacksons. A lot of these guys, but I don't know if Henry Ruggs is good. Don't get me wrong, but are you gonna really get Henry Ruggs for a high first round pick? I probably wouldn't do that because I don't think Henry Ruggs has that number one wide receiver ability. I'm just saying. Everyone's still sleeping on Kyle Shermer. Whew. Oh, now it's starting to get a little gross. A little gross. Not a Bang energy drink fan. Not a fan. Who does Jerry Jeudy play for? Jerry Jeudy's an Alabama alum. Jerry Jeudy's good. See, I'll just give you guys some thoughts on my film analysis. Okay, Jerry Jeudy. First of all, best route running wide receiver in this class. I don't even need to look at much other wide receivers. I just did my research on Jerry Jeudy, and CeeDee Lamb, the top wide receivers in this draft, and Henry Ruggs. Okay, and Jerry Jeudy has one of the best route running I've ever seen. But right behind him is Sterling Shepard. Sterling Shepard in his time in Oklahoma, probably one of the best. I'm watching from the gym. Get those gains, Zach Bruce. Get those gains, boy. Let me encourage you. Get those gains, Zach. Keep pushing. But yeah, Jerry Jeudy, best route running in the draft, bar none. The problem is with Jerry Jeudy, he does not take over games. I've watched about 6 games of Jerry Jeudy, and he shows up in big-time moments, but he's never a constant threat. He's always, he's never looked at. You can tell a player's ability and a player's reputation when a quarterback is constantly targeting him. Tua didn't really target. I believe don't get me wrong, I don't know the exact numbers, but I've seen more balls thrown to Henry Ruggs' direction than I did Jerry Jeudy. That's not saying Jerry Jeudy is bad. I'm just saying that Jerry Jeudy really doesn't demand the reception, doesn't demand the targets like a CD Lamb does. CD Lamb is CD Lamb is phenomenal. He's not a better route runner than Jerry Jeudy, but he's a more fluid route runner. He's a more orthodox route runner. He's a cutter. That's what I like to call those type of route runners. They're cutters. Schedule a call with your friend. I believe somebody's trying to call me on Skype. Don't have my phone set up, so if you guys are trying to call me, please don't. I don't want to ruin this thing here. I don't have my calling set up right now. I'm on my phone. I think somebody's trying to call me. But that being said, yeah, I don't know why we're still talking about wide receivers. The Giants ain't going to take a wide receiver. But yeah, who do you guys... Let's talk about the recent news, right? The Giants just released Alec Ogletree and just released... Watch the Bengals make a surprise pick, Jordan. Whoa. Whoa, Jordan. I don't think so. Jordan, if I'm not mistaken, Jordan, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got a lot of subs. Jordan, are you a Cleveland fan? I think you were a Cleveland fan, right? Do you like Bryce Hall in the second round? I seen Bryce Hall. I have Bryce Hall's name written down as one of my top prospects to watch. I just looked up top prospect. I haven't did my film on him yet. Imagine drafting a wide receiver with a bad O-line. I know. I would be absolutely... Yeah, Jordan is a Cleveland fan, so I don't think he doesn't want Joe Burrow to come in time. He's just trying to speak it into existence. He's saying they're gonna make a surprise pick here. Yeah, the Bengals are gonna draft Jerry Jeudy to replace AJ Green. That's what they're gonna do, number 1 overall. That's what Jordan Horn wants. Ogletree was only decent in the zone anyway. Oh yeah. So yeah, Dylan Renner saying the best player in the draft is Javon Kinlaw, trade Leonard Williams. We don't need to trade Leonard Williams because we didn't sign Leonard Williams. He's a free agent. But Javon Kinlaw, man, that guy. Javon Kinlaw is like how Sheldon Rankins used to be. If you guys watched Sheldon Rankins back then, how much of a pass rusher Sheldon Rankins is from the inside. Just think about Sheldon Rankins, but bigger, right? This guy is bigger, and he's meaner, and he's stronger. Javon Kinlaw is gonna have success in this league. People are saying he's very raw, so someone needs to pick that up. But Ogletree was good at nothing. Don't give him credit. Ogletree was very consistently inconsistent, right? So Ogletree has some terrible awareness. I mean, sometimes the guy just didn't know where he was. I swear, sometimes he would look around and think that he was playing for another team. But then sometimes he would just turn a switch on and pick a ball with one hand in the red zone. He was good in the red zone, but anytime else, if you're playing Tampa 2, if Alec Ogletree was playing deep middle zone in like a Tampa 2 defense, this guy was completely lost. He did not know what he was doing. His run stuffing wasn't fantastic. He was good from inside the tackle box for a limited amount of space, like 5 yards. I'm talking about a limit of 5 yards inside the tackle box. 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He was good there. He really didn't I don't know. I'm trying to think of the word get trucked by any running backs, anything like that. Within 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He wasn't really like that. He was a stronger player, but as far as the tackles, the angle tackling was terrible from Ogletree. He couldn't tackle, in the open field, things like that. Ogletree had numbers on a bad D. Someone has to make the plays by default. How many times did we not get off the field on third? Exactly. And part of that is not just the player's fault, but James Betcher's fault. How many times, guys, and every time third down came, like every time we had third down, like a third down and 10, where we're like, okay, we can get off the field, I always predicted, even when I went live, I always predicted James Betcher is going to send a nickel blitz. James Betcher is going to send a cornerback and a linebacker at the same time and leave a huge hole in the open field. How many times did James Betcher call a nickel blitz that was plenty unsuccessful? Every time we ran, it was unsuccessful on third down and long, and the quarterback targeted the open space where the cornerback should be, but had to be blitzed, and they got the first down. James Betcher was a serious problem to this defense, man. I'm telling you right now. James Betcher was a serious problem. I know Patrick Graham, he's very unproven. The guy, is 1 year defensive coordinator with Miami. They had historically bad defensive numbers, but I'm welcoming the fact that he's bringing in something new. He's bringing in a hybrid defense, which in the NFL has been working. Now there have sometimes teams it hasn't been working, but you look at the Jacksonville Jaguars a couple years ago, they started running that a couple years ago and it worked. The New England Patriots have been running it forever. The Miami Dolphins have been running it for a couple of years now. Even before Patrick Graham was there, you talk about your Olivier Vernon days. Olivier Vernon used to be an outside linebacker defensive end with Miami. A lot of these teams, the Oakland Raiders also used to run that 4-3. I don't know if they still do, but that 4-3-3-4 hybrid. I'm welcoming that 4-3-3-4 hybrid scheme because that allows you to draft any player you want. That allows you to sign any player you want. We can go out and get a player like Yannick Ngakoue or Jadeveon Clowney. Why? Because those guys play two positions. Jadeveon Clowney was a defensive end in college. He switched to outside linebacker in Houston. He can play both. Yannick Ngakoue, vice versa. He was a linebacker in college and played D-end in the 4-3 with Jacksonville. You can draft whoever you want to draft with that defense. So that's why I'm extremely excited about that. You can draft any linebacker you want. You can draft a 4-3 run stopper if you want. You could draft a 4-3 run stopper if you want and use him on base 4-3 downs in like 1st and 10 or something like that. You can use him there. And then you put in your sub packages, you put in your more athletic linebackers in the sub packages for the 3-4. I mean, it's a win-win situation when you think about it. Who the hell is Lil Tecca? I don't even know who that is. That's a great point. My high school team routinely switched it up and it worked great. Yeah, high schools do it all the time. High schools, that's normal in high school. High school is all about fluidity and hybrid schemes. You look at even on the offensive side of the football, you got tight ends playing wide receiver as well. You got tight ends, playing fullback, and there's just a bunch of fluidity there on offense and defense when it comes to high school as well. Especially from the defense side of the football as well. You see edge rushers playing linebacker, edge rusher, and even safety. Sometimes I've seen that. You see a lot of stuff like that. There's a rumor that the Browns have sight on Marcus Mariota. You could talk about Marcus Mariota. Imagine not knowing who Lil Tecca is. Is that Lil Tecca? Is that? No, I don't know who that is. I know who Quad Deca is. Quad Deca, that white rapper. But okay, yeah, guys, I'm done with this Bang energy drink. It's starting to give me some like weird taste buds kind of feel. So I'm just gonna whip out the water now. But what was I saying? Make sure you guys hit that like button if you guys haven't already there. We can get more people in the stream like that. It's going to get recommended on more people's streams, more people's feeds, and they could join in the conversation as well. But Marcus Mariota, why does everybody want to sign him as a wide receiver or want to sign him as a Taysom Hill type player? Marcus Mariota is not a Taysom Hill player. Taysom Hill knows how to catch the ball and something. We've never seen that from Marcus Mariota. I mean, I think maybe there's 1 or 2 plays he's been used in the Wildcat, but he's not a Taysom Hill player. Just because he's athletic doesn't mean, like Lamar Jackson. A lot of people were saying, oh, Lamar Jackson should play wide receiver because he's fast. We never even seen the guy catch a football yet. Yeah, guys, that Bang energy drink is a never again type of drink. That's like I bought it once, mistakes were made, and I'm just not gonna do it again. But guys, I always, when I don't have a paper in front of me of what I want to talk about, I always get sidetracked. What I really wanted to talk about was, now that we opened up 13 million more dollars in cap space, we are now up to $71 million in cap space which is the most we've had in quite a long time, ever since 2016 when we signed all those players. Who do you guys want? I want your opinion. Who do you guys want? Who is number one? Matter of fact, give me your list, guys. Give me your list of who you guys want. I want to see your list. You know, whether you got Jack Conklin, Jadeveon Clowney, Dante Fowler, Anthony Harris, whatever you guys are thinking about. I want to see you guys' list. The hub is in the house. Kush, what is up, my friend? Welcome in, buddy. We're just chilling, talking some football, man. Kid Blue Sweater, if you don't know who NBA Young, I know who NBA Youngboy is, Ligma. Ligma, you're like 12, man. You're like 12, okay? You grew up, you grew up during the, what is it? Ligma, how old are you? You're like 13. Who do you want to sign? Number one on my list, and I don't know if B&A is here. My guy Board and Arrow. Really, you guys need to check this guy. I don't know. I know I don't get as much views anymore just because I'm not consistent. But you guys really need to subscribe to Board and Arrow, B&A Sports Talk. That guy really deserves views. He doesn't make any views, and the content he's put out is really intelligent. Also, the Hub. I know Kush is in here. Hub, sign into your other accounts so people could subscribe to you, man. And then comments so people could subscribe to you. MH is in the building. What's going on, MH? Muzz, what's going on? But I know Board and Arrow put out a video. I didn't see it yet about how the Giants should not get Jack Conklin. And I could understand that, you know, giving $15 million to a right tackle. But Jack Conklin can fix a lot of problems, man. And the fact that he's that young coming off of his rookie deal, Jack Conklin seems to be he is my number one choice right now. Byron Jones, yes. Byron Jones is definitely on my list as well because Byron Jones, you have that fluidity. You have that fluidity, right? Byron Jones plays quarterback, he plays safety. So, you know, you have that fluidity. You can put him out wherever you want to. Byron Jones is a athletic prototype. There it is, the Hub. Make sure you guys subscribe to the Hub, guys. Puts out a lot of great content as well. Would you consider Anthony Costanzo? I'm not going to consider these older players. Now, I think Anthony Costanzo is around 31, 32 years old. It's not terribly old, but he probably has 3 years left in the tank. I want to build a team. You get what I'm saying? I want to build a team. I don't want to, you know, deal with guys that are going to be here for 3 years. I want to build something and you know, have that longevity going. So I know, like, everybody hates Dave Gettleman for what he did with the defense this year. I don't know how you can hate him for that. He put a lot of young guys in place to start. Yes, they're going to mess up. That's why we had a terrible defense last year, because we had most of our starters were rookies or first-year players or second-year players. Most of our roster are on rookie contracts, okay? Why is that? Because he's trying to build something. These guys are not going to be great from the get-go. DeAndre Baker needs a lot of help, don't get me wrong, but he's going to develop. You look at Jabril Peppers, he developed. How many of you guys, including myself, MH, you always quote me all the time. The bag of chips and a Powerade for Jabril Peppers, right? They're going to develop this young defense that we have. Do not blame Dave Gettleman. And my guy, the entertainer talking sports, is in the building. What's going on, man? Nice to see you, Chris. I hope you're doing well, man. I hope you're doing well, buddy. But yeah, we're just talking about the defense, man. We're talking about just building this team in free agency and in the draft. Who should we gather up? But I was talking about Jack Conklin and this young defense that we have. A lot of people are just upset that our defense is this poor. But I think in due time, this defense is going to get a lot better, guys. You look at our defensive line. It's young, but it's going to get scary. Dexter Lawrence is already out to a great start. Dalvin Tomlinson is already one of the better nose tackles in the league, in my honest opinion. And PFF hates the Giants, but they like Dalvin Tomlinson. And you got a bunch of guys in there, man. And, you know, the development of O'Shane Jimenez and Lorenzo Carter and Ryan Connolly as well, Jabril Peppers. We still get to see more from Corey Ballentine. A lot of these guys really are going to develop on this defense. So Jack Conklin's a guy that he's my number one number one prospect. And Chris, I'm interested in this, man. Who do you want in free agency? Who's your number one guy in free agency? If we signed one big name free agent, who would that free agent be? If we signed one big name free agent, because I don't think the Giants are going to go out and get two or three big name guys. Uh, and King Andy has a nice list there. Jabril Peppers, Byron Jones, Corey Littleton, and Isaiah Simmons. That's a scary defense for sure. Yes, Chris is exactly with me, man. Conklin. I want Conklin right away. I need Jack Conklin. Jack Conklin would fix a lot of stuff. Give me a Molly. Give me the Mollies. That's right. KB, read my last comment. Let's see what you said. Let's see what you said. How far is your last comment, Ligma? Oh my god. I can't find it, man. You guys have commented again. I think we're gonna draft Becton. Here's the thing. I didn't do I know about Becton, but he's gonna be falling on some boards. There are some boards that have Josh Jones, the offensive tackle, being drafted before him. Being that Becton is more of a raw guy and he's gonna be drafted for his potential. I've seen a lot of people. I'm working on my mock draft. By the way, I'm gonna record my mock draft tomorrow, and I have Josh Jones going. I have Becton going pretty late too. My mock draft is very different from a lot of people's mock draft, guys, because how many times does the actual draft really look like the mock draft? So is Josh Jones. He too is also raw. Yeah, I know, but he's going up the draft board. So you want to come on and do a mock out there? Heck yeah, man. Chris, man. I'm always for it, man. Just hit me up, Chris. You got my number, or DM me on Twitter or something like that. We could set up a day. Work has gotten a lot easier now. My schedule is a lot flexible now, so we could set up things, man. We could definitely do some work. And I definitely want to have you on the channel, Chris. But my computer is so bad. I tried having the hub. I did a little like interview slash collab with the hub, and the whole thing corrupt our whole video corrupted our video corrupted. I just had to upload the audio, and this computer sucks, man. I gotta wait till I get a better computer to have people on the channel, man, because I really want to have guests, man. I want to have you. I want to have the hub. I want to have OGR too, man. But Kid Blue, you've been listening to J-Zack too much on these mock drafts. He's been very efficient with his guess for bust or booms. I don't know if that's an insult or a compliment, but yeah, I want to set up a big mock draft, man. Me, J-Zack, Chris, OGR, everybody we could put in here, man. The hub is awesome, man, and shout out to all the smaller YouTubers out there, man. I'm still a small YouTuber, and I have a lot of respect for these guys that are constantly, even though they're not getting the views that they deserve, they're constantly putting out the content, and they're not giving up. They're still, putting 100% effort. So make sure you guys go subscribe to those guys, especially subscribe to Chris if you guys haven't already. Will you grow 5 inches, man? I'm praying. Ugh, I gotta start doing some stretches. You know how awesome. I'm out here with my 2 subscribers. Hey man, 2 subscribers is an audience, man. That's how it starts. I'll buy I'll buy you a latte, Kid Blue. I wish. But yeah, guys, I mean this draft, guys, this is one of the most interesting drafts I've seen in a while, because usually you have these drafts, especially at this point of the off season, right? I would like to do a mock with you guys on to do a group mock. I wouldn't be able to do it live because my internet sucks and it would lag. Yeah, man. I understand that completely, man. Don't get me wrong. But we'll have to do a YouTuber mock, man. Yes, that would be a banger right there, man. That would be a banger vid. We have to do that. The subscribers are gonna love that. If you guys want to see that, make sure you guys put the thumbs up, man. Make sure you guys put a thumbs up in the comments, man. We got to get that going. But what was I talking about? I don't even remember what I was talking about. No damn TV. Yeah, no TV. I can't remember what I was talking about now. But coronavirus. Dylan, stop. Dylan is Debbie Downer for everything. Let's see. Yo, I got 17 subscribers because of my comments. Show the game. Yeah, 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 yeah. I can't remember what I was talking about. I was saying something. But yeah, guys, the my first mock. Oh yeah. This is I was talking about the draft, this year's draft, man. It's really interesting. By the way, guys, if you guys haven't hit the like button already, make sure you guys do that. But this draft is interesting, being that a lot of these guys, I'm looking at a bunch of different mock drafts, and a lot of people's mock drafts are very different. Usually by this time of the offseason, the combine is in what the next few days? Is the combine tomorrow? Did it start the 27th? When does the combine start? It starts soon. Usually these mock drafts get a very consistent with each other. A lot of people are picking the same players around the same spots. You have a lot of prospects going in the top 10. The same prospects are going in the top 20 or maybe even farther than that. Grant, like guys like Mekhi Becton, he's all over the charts. Andrew Thomas, all over the charts. Yeah, combine starts tomorrow, all over the charts. You got Grant Delpit, the safety out of LSU, all over the charts. I seen him going in the close to the top 10, all the way down to the top 25. A lot of these guys, Josh Jones, they're going in different spots, man. I love this draft. I love the unknown when it comes to the draft because nobody knows who's correct. How many times do you see it in every single year we put out these mock drafts? Everybody doesn't want to be different. They look at everybody else's mock draft. They're like, oh, I don't know. I'm going to sound like an idiot for putting this guy this far down the list. Let me just follow what this guy is putting on his mock draft. Every single year, everybody puts out the same freaking mock drafts. They all look the same, besides a couple tweaks here and there, right? And everybody's mock drafts are completely wrong. Heads up, guys. If you guys are making a mock draft, you guys are video makers making a mock draft, get different. Get different. Get interesting, man. If you guys have Mekhi Becton going number 18 or number 19, do it because nobody knew Greedy Williams was going to go in the second round. Nobody knew a lot of these offensive tackles like what's his name? The guy out of Florida last year that went to Jacksonville. I always forget these prospects' names. He went in the second round. A lot of these guys, man, DK Metcalf gone in the second round as well. Get different with your mock drafts, man, because you never know. You're probably going to be right. You're probably going to get Jawan Taylor. Yes, Jawan Taylor. He went in the second round, guys. So if you guys make these mock drafts, make it. Hey, man, I would say you're doing a 7-round mock. I was the only one people do it. You're doing a 7-round mock, Hub. That's gonna take you about 5 days, probably 5 hours per day, doing a 7-round mock, man. That's like looking at over 400 prospects. I can't do it. That Chad Reuter guy. Oh my God! Do you guys look at Chad Reuter's on NFL.com? Chad Reuter's mock drafts. They are so bad. I mean, talk about someone that he gets different with his mock drafts, right? He gets different and interesting, but it's terrible. But it's so bad. It's never right either. Same thing with this guy from Mel Kiper. Mel Kiper's terrible too. Did you guys see Pro Football Focus's mock draft? Did you guys see who they had the Giants taking? Can anybody guess? Can anybody put a wild guess of who they had the Giants taking? PFF. This is why I don't like PFF. Do you guys have any idea who they had the Giants taking at number 4? Yes, Chris. They had the Giants taking Jerry freaking Judy at number 4, man. You guys gotta be freaking kidding me. They had the Giants taking Jerry Judy at number 4, as if the wide receiver position is that high of a need for the Giants and is that regarded as a position in the draft. A wide receiver. I may sound stupid for saying this. But guys, who was the last wide receiver to go that high? Who was the last wide receiver to go that high? Was it like Amari Cooper back then? No, but Amari Cooper, he went like 7th, right? Or something like that? 8th or something like that? Who was the last wide receiver to go that high? Is Jerry Judy that worth it? Is he that worth it? Julio went high. Now I'm saying who was the last, like the most recent wide receiver? Was it Julio to go that high? That's crazy. Giants will pull a Daniel Jones. Yeah, guys, for all the Giants fans out there, For all the Giants fans, if you guys are just joining in, you guys didn't hear me early on today. Blackman, yeah, Justin Blackman, he went high, right? Mike Williams, yeah, Mike Williams went like 7th, right, to the Chargers. But who went like number 4? Who went top 10? Who was the last to go top 10? I think Amari Cooper went 4th, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Amari Cooper went high. I know Amari Cooper went high. But I know Amari Cooper went in the same draft that Kevin White did. Kevin White went like 7th, didn't he? That first round bust to the Bears, didn't he go like 7th? And Amari Cooper was drafted 4th overall. I think that was it. Yes, Corey Davis, right? That's his name, Corey Davis. He went 4th to the Titans. That was a bust too. He's good, but he's a bust. Kevin White went 5. Yeah, man. This is why you don't draft a wide receiver 5th. In the top 5, because it never works out. Julio went high, yes. Amari went high, yes. But, geez, guys, do not mess that up. Do not draft a wide receiver that high. And wide receivers aren't that important. They are not. But, guys, any Giants fans in the chat, do not listen to a word Dave Gettleman says, okay? Don't listen to it. I'm not saying that as a bad thing, but the guy his job is to literally, create smoke screens, not let other teams know what he's doing, and that includes if he has to, mislead his own fans, he's going to do it. He did it last year, saying he's going to pick the best player available. He chose Daniel Jones. Everybody knows Daniel Jones wasn't the best player available, but they liked Daniel Jones, so they took him. Let's see what the hub said. The 7-round mocks I did last year were just for the Giants. Oh, okay, just for the Giants. And also, PFF didn't mock DK to us last year at 6th. I don't know. I think so. I don't know. Unless you're Jerry Rice. Yeah. Yeah, man. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit that like button for me. It helps out a lot. We have 30 people in the chat. If you guys hit that like button, it gets pretty much put on everybody's feed and more people's feeds, and other people can join in the party, man. Everybody can join the party. Guys, my first mock, I know I'm very late with this first mock draft, man. I'm very late with this first mock draft. Every year I put it out in January. We're in the middle of February. I'm sorry. But the first mock should be out within the next couple of days. I have to record it, edit it, and then put it up. Okay, just like Dylan Renner, don't make me take your bodyguard badge away, my friend. Don't make me take it out. Yeah, Chris, I'm excited with making collabing with you again, man. Every time we do a video, man, it's awesome. Every time we do something together, it's awesome. But yeah, Chris, I'm also gonna hit you up during this season, man. We gotta call some games together, man. We gotta call some games together. I definitely want to do that this season or next season. I'm very inclined to trading with the Raiders now for both of their first round picks. Kind of an unpopular opinion as they pick 12th. I don't want to pick too far down. That's also a good question. Now that we're talking about it, guys, who would you... I know everybody's talking about that 4th overall pick, right? Isaiah Simmons, if Jeffrey Okudah is still there. Isaiah Simmons, Mekhi Becton. I don't think Mekhi Becton's going to go that high up anymore. Andrew Thomas either. Even though Andrew Thomas is my personal favorite, I don't know what's wrong with Andrew Thomas that everybody says that he's not a top 10. He is the best overall tackle in this draft. Don't know why nobody likes him, but he's probably my pick at offensive tackle. But everybody's talking about these guys at number 4. Why can't we get them at 6, right? Why can't the Chargers trade with us, right? And we can go down and draft. We can still draft Thomas. We can still draft Simmons, right? Who's that fit? Let me pull out my thing right here. I'll give you guys a sneak peek of my mock draft. I'll give you guys a sneak peek of my mock draft, right? So number 1 overall, I have obviously Joe Burrow. Number 2 overall, I have Chase Young. Okay, that's not even the draft. The draft really starts with that 3rd overall pick. By the way, who really thought that Matt Stafford was gonna get traded? You guys kidding me? That's the ultimate smokescreen ever. If the Detroit Lions trade Matt Stafford, he commands $32 million of dead cap. You guys don't believe that, okay? If you guys did, just don't believe it. They're not going to trade Matt Stafford. That's $32 million of dead cap. They're basically gonna pay $32 million for Tua Tagovailoa plus his first round pick pay, rookie deal. So Detroit, I had them taking Jeffrey Okuda. Yes, cornerbacks aren't really taking that high. I think the last cornerback to be taken that high was Denzel Ward a couple years ago at number 4. But I have Jeffrey Okuda is just that good. Ohio State really produces good cornerbacks, except Eli Apple. But let's just talk. Let's just talk about this. But Jeffrey Okuda going to Detroit at number 3. Number 4, I have the Giants taking Isaiah Simmons. But can we still get Isaiah Simmons if we trade down with, to number 6 with Los Angeles? Because you have Miami, right? Miami's linebacking core isn't fantastic, but I don't think they're gonna take Isaiah Simmons. I don't think they would take Isaiah Simmons. They have Jerome Baker there. They have a couple pieces there at linebacker. I don't think they would take Isaiah Simmons. If we traded down with Los Angeles and they went up and grabbed, Tua, or I don't think anybody's gonna draft Justin Herbert, guys. Quick little disclaimer here. I had Justin Herbert going 6th overall to the Chargers, but I think Justin Herbert is gonna fall to the end of the first round. He's gonna fall. Guys, watch your film on Justin Herbert. He's bad. He's very bad. He's bad. Justin Herbert's decision making is piss poor, guys. It's bad. Justin Herbert's decision making is terrible. Justin Herbert looks like Mitch Trubisky in college, man. He has all the potential in the world. He throws a nice ball, man. I'll tell you right now, Justin Herbert throws a nice ball, but it doesn't go to the right hands and it doesn't get in the right direction. Justin Herbert has a lot of work to do as far as the football IQ goes. He does not read defenses very well. He always tries to throw it to his first reads. Justin Herbert is going to fall to at least the mid-first round, guys. I don't think he's going to be taken that high. He is not ready. He is not ready to start yet. Think about it, right? Daniel Jones was taken with the 6th overall pick. Everybody knew eventually Daniel Jones would be the starting quarterback for the Giants. I do not envision Justin Herbert starting for the Chargers next season. I can't see it. And if they do, he's going to be Mitch Trubisky 2.0. I'm telling you guys right now, Justin Herbert I'm going to make a video about that separately too. Justin Herbert is not ready. He is not ready. I'm going to do a film analysis on him. Every time I watch this guy, I'm like, what the hell are people wanting to draft him so high for? I know quarterback is a very highly touted position. Everybody wants a quarterback. Everybody will overpay for a quarterback, overdraft for a quarterback. But Justin Herbert, Daniel Jones is a better prospect coming out of Duke than Justin Herbert is. I'm going to tell you guys that right now. Justin Herbert is still the 3rd best prospect on here. I know you have a guy like Jordan Love, right? Jordan Love is another guy that has a lot of potential, but just isn't good with his decision making yet. Jordan Love has 20 touchdowns to 17 interceptions last season at Utah State, playing lower competition. He's a gunslinger. He has to, Justin Herbert and Jordan Love are gunslingers. They have to get coached, man. They really have to go through a lot of coaching. Here's what will work out. And I said this before. He's back. Here's what will work out here's what will work out for Justin Herbert, right? This is the best case scenario for Justin Herbert. And I'm going to make a separate video about this. You guys are going to get the sneak peek to my video, so you guys would already know what's going on in my video. The best case scenario for Justin Herbert for his career, this is for the longevity of Justin Herbert's career. Check it out, okay? The Los Angeles Chargers, they're going to stay at 6. Okay, hear me out. They're going to stay at 6. And let's not even talk about the draft. Let's rewind to free agency, right? Free agency hits, trades start happening. Hot take here. You guys listening? Are you guys listening? Listen. Hot take here, okay? The Los Angeles Chargers are going to trade for Derek Carr. Okay? The Vegas Raiders seem to be one. I wouldn't do this as the Raiders. I wouldn't do this. I would keep Derek Carr. But they're going to trade Derek Carr. That seems to be what's going to happen. Derek Carr is going to get traded to the Los Angeles Chargers. Okay, this is a very good breath of fresh air for Los Angeles. Why? Because Philip Rivers was a gunslinger. It was Brett Favre. He would gunsling. Los Angeles Chargers fans were tired of it. The pick sixes, the interceptions, the bad throws. Derek Carr is a breath of fresh air. He is the absolute opposite. He takes care of the football. He's a conservative guy. He is a system quarterback, but that's not an insult whatsoever. It's a compliment. He's a very good system quarterback. Derek Carr would be a great fit with the Chargers. Has two great weapons there in Los Angeles. Derek Carr goes to the Chargers, but check this out. At number 6, the Chargers are going to draft. They're still going to draft Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert would thrive under Derek Carr. Why? Because Derek Carr can mentor Justin Herbert to get that gunslinger mentality out of him. The more he watches Derek Carr, the more he's going to learn how to be a better quarterback and be more cautious with the football, be more efficient with his throwing, knowing to go through all of his reads. Because Derek Carr is great at that. What would they trade for Carr? Carr, he's not going to demand a first-round pick, that's for sure. If the Oakland Raiders trade Derek Carr, the Los Angeles Chargers would probably have to give up a second-round pick or something like that. I don't think they're going to demand, a high second, definitely. I don't think a first-round pick. But Derek Carr, that's the best case scenario for Justin Herbert's development. If he goes to Los Angeles and goes under Derek Carr in with the Chargers, Justin Herbert will learn how to get that gunslinger mentality out of him. He'll learn how to be a more efficient quarterback under Justin Herbert. So when Derek Carr's, contract is up, which is up in the next few years, I don't think he has much years left, and they can move on with Justin Herbert, with that young quarterback there. And now the Chargers have their franchise quarterback. He's going to have to wait a little bit here, but that's the kind of video I wanted to make. That's why I think the best scenario is for Justin Herbert, and what I think the best scenario is for the Chargers, because if the Chargers draft Justin Herbert and only go with Justin Herbert, they can get Teddy Bridgewater as well. He's hitting free agency, and I don't think Teddy Bridgewater wants to wait another year with New Orleans. I think he wants to be a starter for a team. They can also go with Teddy Bridgewater for like a 2-year deal or something like that, and then draft Justin Herbert. That could be another good scenario as well. But I think that's the best scenario, man. The Chargers cannot draft Justin Herbert and just think Justin Herbert is going to fix their problems. He is not a day one starter. He is not a season 1 starter. This guy needs at least 1 year, maybe 2 years of development. I don't see Justin Herbert being successful in the NFL. Do a 24-hour stream. Are you out of your freaking mind? Are you out of your mind? I'm not crazy, man. Bad Dog can do it. I cannot do it. I think Rivers will be a Colt. He very well will be. Could be. Here's the thing. Why I think I would like Rivers to go with the Colts. Let me play devil's advocate for a second as far as where's my ASMR? I don't have my mic today, man. This is my phone, so I can't do no ASMR. But here's the thing why there's a possibility why Philip Rivers might not land in Indianapolis. Why? First of all, Jacoby Brissett is due to make $15 million next year, and if you cut or trade Jacoby Brissett, that's $12 million of dead cap. Now, any team would do that, but Indianapolis is one of the most smartest franchises with their money. They constantly have loads of money in free agency. Everybody thinks they're going to go on a spending spree. They never do. They're extremely smart and cautious and efficient with their money. I don't think it's a very Indianapolis Colts thing to do, to bench a $15 million quarterback and then pay Philip Rivers $4 million to start for them. That may not happen. And also Philip Rivers. I don't think Indianapolis with Phillip Rivers puts them over the edge. I don't think Phillip Rivers is that good, so I don't think Phillip Rivers gives them a better chance than Jacoby Brissett. And Indianapolis, like I said, Indianapolis is such a smart franchise with their money. I don't think they would cut Jacoby Brissett because he demands so much dead cap. Because they're a drafting organization. I think they stay with Jacoby Brissett and maybe they draft like Jordan Love in the second round and then try to develop him. But that's just me. That's just me playing devil's advocate. I would like to see Phillip Rivers there because I think he has a chance. But that's just me playing devil's advocate. And I think Phillip Rivers can also fit in Tampa Bay because Tampa Bay already has a high-powered offense. Phillip Rivers really would be going to somewhat the same situation. You look at Tampa Bay; they have two great wide receivers, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, arguably a better duo than Mike Williams and Keenan Allen there. So it might be a really good situation for Phillip Rivers to go to Tampa Bay. On top of that, Bruce Arians, extremely good coach. And I think Phillip Rivers can have a good situation there in Tampa Bay and compete for a playoff spot because their defense is getting a lot better and that offense is already good. So where do you think Brady goes or does he stay? Brady's gonna stay, guys. Brady's just gonna stay. You think he's gonna leave, man? I don't know. I think it would be, man, hell would freeze over if Tom Brady leaves and goes to a place like the Raiders or everybody's saying the Raiders. I don't think Tom Brady's a Raider, man. I can't envision Tom Brady as a Raider. I can't see it, man. I can't see it. I can't see Tom Brady as anything other than a New England Patriot. And I think, to be honest, Tom Brady would only leave if he knows he's going to win a championship elsewhere, right? If the Colts were really that ready to win a championship, I think they would go. I think this year kind of showed that the Colts aren't really. I don't know. I don't think the Colts are really one quarterback away. I think the Colts are extremely good. I don't think Tom Brady, especially with Father Time, Tom Brady's not the same Tom Brady. I think he knows that. I don't think he puts them over the edge to win a championship. So I think Tom Brady would only leave for a team that's like right there. That's right there. I mean, just like one quarterback away, one playmaker away. Like Tom Brady would have to say, they only need me there to win a championship. Like this team is ready. If I join this team, we're gonna win a championship. I don't think there's that team out there right now. You look at probably the best scenario. Dallas is going to keep Dak Prescott, whether you like it or not, whether he's getting franchise tagged or re-signed, he's going to stay there. The Raiders, no way in hell. They just need Tom Brady. They're going to win a championship. The Colts is probably the best scenario, but I don't think, to be honest, I don't think Tom Brady puts them over the edge either. I just don't see it. I don't think Tom Brady is the same Tom Brady of old, man. If Tom Brady couldn't get New England over the edge, I don't think he puts the Colts over the edge. That's just my opinion. I think the coaching is really good there in Indianapolis. I just don't think it's better than New England. So that's just my opinion. That's just the Colts does make sense. It makes the best sense. The Colts does make the best sense. But like I said, I don't think Tom Brady really looks at the Colts and says, man, they just need me over there and we could win a championship. Because I don't think Tom Brady wants to make the wrong decision and go to a team and leave New England and go to a team and never win a championship again when he could have just stood in New England and try to compete with, the familiar guys he has over there. I could already see it, that Bill Belichick wants to move on. They constantly are drafting quarterbacks. And I don't think Jarrett Stidham is a bad prospect either. Everybody says that, the New England Patriots are going to draft another quarterback. I think they stay with Jarrett Stidham. I think they groom Jarrett Stidham. Jarrett Stidham is a good prospect. He was extremely good in the preseason. He was arguably one of the best quarterbacks in the preseason. And that's just the preseason, but still, he was constantly consistent in the preseason. So I think they groom up Jarrett Stidham, and he's going to be the eventual starter for the New England Patriots. I think that's the route they take. You can't go with Jake Fromm at the end of the first or maybe, end of the second. I don't think Jake Fromm is really going to last probably the early third round, but I don't think he's a first round pick either. I think he's right there in the second round. I think you can grab Jake Fromm up in the second round, but I think the Titans are going to grab up Jake Fromm in the second round or maybe late first. Because, Ryan Tannehill isn't really a guy you want to call as your franchise quarterback. I think they're going to stick with him. But imagine a Joe Burrow in a Patriots jersey. That's not gonna happen. Titans situation is indeed interesting. Also, yes, Titans QB situation is interesting. They're obviously going to get rid of Marcus Mariota. I made that video. If you guys haven't already, I basically put where every quarterback situation. I basically broke that down. I had Marcus Mariota going to the Carolina Panthers under Cam Newton, being that Marcus Mariota can run the same scheme that Cam Newton runs. The option, the design quarterback runs and things like that. I think Marcus Mariota would make a good fit there in Carolina. I don't really see a place that maybe the Bears as well, but I don't see another place that Marcus Mariota would really fit in to play quarterback. Of course, everybody's saying that he should play wide receiver. Not gonna happen. Um, Skins will get an enormous offer for that second round pick. Yes, absolutely. And I don't think the Skins are gonna let that go. I wish they would. Oh man, I wish they would. Ooh, I wish they would. Guys, would Chase Young would still go to Detroit. Man, there's no situation where Chase Young would come to the Giants. There's no situation because if Washington trades out with, say, like Miami, right? Or the Chargers. The Chargers, let's just say Miami. I think Miami has a better shot there. They're close. They have the fifth pick. Miami jumps up to the second overall pick, right? They take Tua. So Joe Burrow, then second overall, Tua. And Detroit still would take Chase Young, man. Detroit would still take Chase Young. He'd go to Detroit, but he wouldn't be on it. That's also a good note there, Chris. We wouldn't have to deal with Chase Young twice a year. It's a better situation, but damn, I would love Chase Young, man. Our dreams got shattered in that game, man. When we beat Washington. I didn't want to lose that game. It was very bittersweet. I was happy the Giants were getting on their toes a little bit. They were learning how to win a little bit. They beat up on the Redskins as they do every year. But I was very sad and like, damn, with this game, we just lost out on Chase Young. Oh, man, we lost out on Chase Young. But for everybody that did their due diligence research, Chris, I also want to get your opinion, man. Everybody's talking about Chase Young maybe a better prospect than Nick Bosa. I think Nick Bosa was one of the best prospects I've ever watched in college, man. I think he's better than Joey Bosa as well. I think Nick Bosa is still better than Chase Young, but Chase Young is still going to be a really good prospect in this league. I think Nick Bosa is still better. I think Chase Young still has a little bit of work to do. Nick Bosa had everything. He had every technique down. He had the bend technique down. He was perfect with his hands. He was quick, agile. He was strong. Chase Young runs very flat-footed. If you guys ever see how Marcus Golden runs, he runs very flat-footed, right? He kind of stomps on the ground and has his back straight up. Marcus Golden doesn't really push into the tackle. Doesn't really do that. I see Chase Young has the same problem. Chase Young doesn't really bend, on the edge when he's speed rushing. Chase Young kind of just sticks straight up and uses his hands. Has a very good hand technique, but I see Chase Young very flat-footed when he's trying to get to the quarterback. He stomps on the ground, but really doesn't really go anywhere. Very flat-footed. I'm flat-footed as well, so I would know. I played running back in college. My coach always told me stop running flat-footed, and it makes you a lot slower. Chase Young may have higher upside, but not as polished. Yeah, I think Nick Bosa was just the most NFL-ready prospect at edge rusher at that position that I've ever watched in my... I'm 22 years old, so I'm not going to act like my 30 years of watching prospects of the NFL. I've only been watching prospects seriously for ever since like 2013. But Nick Bosa is probably the best edge rusher I've ever seen. That's like over Davion Clowney. That's like over Joey Bosa, his brother. It's over a lot of guys out there. And Andrew Thomas, too. Andrew Thomas at offensive tackle, he's right up there with like Laramie Tunsil, man. I had high regard for Laramie Tunsil out of Ole Miss a couple years ago. And now he's one of the best left tackles in the NFL. He started off a little slow. I believe they put him at guard at one point, or right tackle or something like that with Miami. He started off at the wrong position. But I have Andrew Thomas as a better pass blocker than Laramie Tunsil, or maybe even a better pass blocker than like a Jonah Williams or Who was the other pass blocker I really liked a couple years ago? I can't remember. He went to Philadelphia last year. Somebody help me out. Somebody help me out. Every time I do these lives, you guys don't know what it's like when you're doing these videos, when you're on live, because your mind goes blank so many times, man. If somebody's gonna throw out his name, I'm gonna sound so stupid just not forgetting his name. But the guy that went to Philly, somebody can help me out. The guy that Andre Dillard. Andre Dillard was a fantastic pass blocker last year. I have Andrew Thomas as an even better pass blocker. This guy's great. I love Andrew Thomas. So I have him as a higher regard. He's one of the best left tackles I've watched. I don't know why he's falling. Can anybody tell me why he's falling on draft boards? I don't understand why he's falling on draft boards. I think Mekhi, I don't know how to say his name, Mekhi Becton, I think he's better than Mekhi Becton. Jedrick Wills, I still have to do my due diligence on him. I watched Tristan Wirfs. Tristan Wirfs is a solid right tackle, but I still have Andrew Thomas. Andrew Thomas plays the blind side, man. They trust him playing that blind side. I think it's out of boredom why he's falling. Exactly. I think it's just trying to stir up some kind of new draft talk, right? Chris, I completely agree, man. It's just trying to stir up some new draft talk. He's falling because it's cool. Exactly. Exactly. They say he struggles against strong pass rushers. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Maybe I have to watch it again. I didn't see it. I could understand why AJ Epinesa is falling a little bit. I think AJ Epinesa is a really good pass rusher. I think he's still a top 15 pick, but I don't think a lot of people had him as a top 5, top 10 pick. I don't have AJ Epinesa as really that high on my list. I think the NFL is kind of more shifting to like speed rushers more than power rushers. But AJ Epinesa was still fit a really good team, probably a good 3-4 team to play that 3-4 end spot and probably play a little bit of 3 technique, right? To be that pass rusher in the 3 technique. That guy has one of the most strongest swipe moves I've ever seen in my life. How strong he is with just moving the offensive lineman out of the way and getting to the quarterback. AJ Epinesa does a great job at that. I just don't think he really fits the mold at what the NFL is really looking for in the NFL now. I'm sorry, hold on. I'm looking for Jordan Horn. He wanted me to look at his comment. Remember when you were talking about Derek Carr? Well, Chargers are the #1 landing spot for him. Oh, really? See, I told you guys. You guys got to listen to me. I'm the #1 source of NFL analysis, man. Listen to me, guys. I'm telling you, I'm correct about these things. I'm correct about. You guys got to watch that video I have about all. You guys check it out after this video. After this, I probably got like 15 more minutes left. After this video, go check out my video of all the quarterbacks I have. I have drafted quarterbacks, I have free agent quarterbacks, trades, all the quarterback situations you guys can think of. I have in that video. It didn't get a lot of love. Make sure you guys check that out. I had Marcus Mariota going to Carolina. I had Andy Dalton going to a place where now he's rumored to go now. Come on, guys. I know these things. Everybody's saying Andy Dalton is going to go to this team, and I already had it in my video before that news came out. So make sure you guys go check it out. It's absolute truth. Go ahead and check it out, guys. It's absolute truth. Marcus Mariota is going to Carolina. Andy Dalton's going to this place. Derek Carr is going to the Chargers. Make sure you guys check it out. But how many quarterbacks do you think go in the first round, Kid Blue? Let me look at my mock draft here. Okay, so we have Joe Burrow, we have Tua, we have Justin Herbert, if that. I want to say 3, max 4. Kid Blue the Prophet. Kid Blue the Nostradamus, man. But to answer your question, who asked that question? Raphael, to answer your question, I want CD at 8. What do you think Arizona should take? I have Jerry Jeudy going to the Cardinals. I have Jerry Jeudy going there. I have CD going to the Oakland. Andy Dalton's going to New England? No, Andy Dalton's not going to New England. I know where he's going. He's already rumored to be going to that place to have a quarterback competition with a certain quarterback that could lose his job. Hot take, I say 4 QBs go in the first 10 picks. Who's the 4th QB? Jordan Love? Chris, Give me your quarterbacks, man. Now I'm interested. Now I'm interested, guys. Now I'm interested. Chris, give me your quarterbacks, man. Let's put this on paper. So if you're right, man, we can give you the props, man. I think you meant to say Jordan Love. Man, you think Jordan Love goes that high? You think Jordan Love goes that high? Jordan Love is rumored to be Mahomes 2.0. Here's the thing. Yes, that's very true because Jordan Love is a just another video game character, right? He'll throw the ball on the opposite side and it'll still go 70 yards. But here's the thing. Patrick Mahomes wasn't a pick machine. I believe Patrick Mahomes didn't throw as much picks as he did in college. Correct me if I'm wrong. I may be wrong on that. But Jordan Love throws just way too much interceptions for my liking. But if everything goes well at the combine, if he's efficient in the combine, if he's accurate at the combine, his deep ball needs to his draft stock will rise exponentially from a late first to early second to maybe even a top 10 like you said, Chris, if his deep ball is on point. Because why? Because when you get that deep ball on point and he's a gunslinger, what does everybody think about? Patrick Mahomes, like you guys just said, everybody's gonna start thinking about Patrick Mahomes, and everybody's gonna bite that because why? Patrick Mahomes, he went 10th overall, 12th overall. Patrick Mahomes went 10th overall to Kansas City. They traded up for him, right? That was 9 other teams that missed out on Patrick Mahomes. Nobody thought he was gonna be what he was. So now teams are not gonna fall for that no more. They're gonna say, listen, if Patrick Mahomes if Jordan Love is the next Patrick Mahomes, we're going to take him. So I can see what you're saying there, Chris, but the combine needs to be perfect for Love. His deep ball accuracy needs to be Patrick Mahomes-esque. It needs to be there. His accuracy needs to be there. His accuracy is not bad. It's just that he makes some bad decisions. His decision-making needs to get better. And that's why I want the combine to really get harder for quarterbacks. The combine's a cakewalk for quarterbacks. There's no defense. These wide receivers are running routes. Everybody's like, oh, that's a beautiful deep ball. If the wide receiver has to stop to go track that ball, that's a bad deep ball. If the wide receiver has to stop, look for the ball, and get it, that's a bad deep ball. They had to do that for Josh Allen. Josh Allen a couple years ago, now the Buffalo Bills quarterback. Everybody was like, oh my God, Josh Allen's deep ball is fantastic. Those wide receivers in the combine had to stop to catch that ball. In the real NFL, with the defender on him, that ball would be picked. That ball would be picked. I want it to get harder for quarterbacks in the combine. It's the most important position in the NFL. Put a cornerback, put a DB in there, you know? Put a DB, put a DB and a safety. Have them playing zone, have them playing a certain zone. Or maybe have like a 5 or like a 7-on-7 drill. Why can't they do like 7-on-7s, man? Just like one drive down the field for 7-on-7. I know a lot of quarterbacks don't want to waste their talent. They don't want to get hurt or something like that in the combine, or they want to save themselves for the pro day. But how about one drive from one end zone to the other, or maybe to the 50-yard line? I don't know. Just to showcase what these guys can do, That I'm just throwing that out. There's 16 new drills this year. Wow. Is that for like all positions, Jordan? Is that for all? I'm excited to watch the combine, and man, I wish I can. I'm gonna have to record it. I don't have NFL Network, so I'm gonna have to watch it somewhere. I'm gonna have to watch it while I'm driving or something like that while I'm working. Let me tell you all something. Chanel Jr. is an absolute star. I haven't watched my film on Shaviska, Chanel. But I will. I know. I haven't. There's a lot of prospects I haven't had a lot of time to watch yet. All positions good because they need more drills in the combine, man. They really do. It's getting boring. I want to see something else. I want to see some more, more challenging challenges, man. I want to see some more challenges. But let me see here. Javon Kinlaw because of need for defensive tackle. Javon Kinlaw, whoever drafts Kinlaw is gonna get a stud, man. Kinlaw is not a sexy name yet. Nobody's really talking about him. But where I have him going. I don't want to like give up my whole mock draft, but I have him going in the top 10. King Claw. I think he's that good. I don't think a lot of other teams a lot of other mock drafts have him going in the top 10, but I think there's one team that could use him. Um, First round players you think that will slide into the second round. Um, let's take a look here. First round players that could slide into the second round. Let's see. C.J. Henderson, the cornerback out of Florida. Just because there are a lot of other great players on the board, I think C.J. Henderson is a first round talent. Um, Mekhi Becton. There are some mocks not putting Mekhi Becton in the first round. I'm dead serious. There are some mocks not putting Mekhi Becton in the first round. I'm not going to take that for stock yet. That may be just people trying to mess around. There are some people not even putting Mekhi Becton in the first round. So he may slip out. I can see some of the wide receivers dropping. Yeah, Laviska Shenault. People may bite on him, but he may not go in the first round. Henry Ruggs. Just because people might not just want a speedy guy. Matos, yeah, Yetur Gross Matos. I have him going. Do I have him? I have him going high in the first round. Not very high, but mid first round. But he may slip out too. I just have him going. I have him going, high because of that potential. Like Rashawn Gary last year. Rashawn Gary had a lot of potential. So let's see what the hub said. Chris said, "Don't get me started." How upset would y'all? Oh my God, I'd flip out. I would flip out. I do not want another defensive tackle, man. We are stacked on defensive tackles. Derek Brown will be fine on any other team. Giants, do not draft Derek Brown. Do not draft Javon Kinclaw. Do not draft Derek Brown. I'm tired of interior pass rushers or interior guys. Do not draft them. I love Javon Kinclaw. I will praise Javon Kinclaw all the way, but we do not need another freaking defensive interior guy. No more 3 technique guys. We have too much of those guys. I want a 5 tech. I want an edge rusher. We don't have enough 5 techs. We have Lorenzo Carter O'Shane. Marcus Golden's a free agent. We have to re-sign him. Right now we have 2 inexperienced edge rushers who aren't really, up to par. Not yet, rather. Brown is one of the best defenses in this drive right there with Chase Young. He's Ed Oliver of this year. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm gonna call you Tizvi. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't pronounce your name. I agree with you. I agree that Derek Brown is probably the Ed Oliver of this draft. It's just not for the Giants. Just not for the Giants. Do you see Kinclaw to the Eagles because of the aging Cox? Dylan, I don't think Kinclaw is going to last all the way to, where does 21? Philadelphia drafts at 21st. Philadelphia has the 21st pick. I don't see them taking Kinclaw because they're not going to get Kinclaw. Kinclaw is going to go in the top 10 for me. Brown is a beast. I could see if we don't keep Leo. I don't want Brown though, man. I do not want Brown. I don't want Brown. And if we keep Leonard Williams, he better be on an $8 million contract. That is the most I'm giving that dude. If he thinks he's going to get top tier money like Yannick Ngakoue, I'm not even paying Yannick Ngakoue $22 million, guys. Call me crazy. I think Yannick Ngakoue is one of the most consistent edge rushers in this in this free agency class. I think Yannick Ngakoue is probably one of the best guys as far as what you're going to get from Yannick Ngakoue. This guy, where you're going to get from Yannick Ngakoue. He's consistent every year. He's never had a drop-off year, like a Vic Beasley, right? But I still wouldn't give Yannick Ngakoue $22 million. Get the hell out of here. You're crazy. You're crazy. I'm going to give freaking $22 million to Yannick Ngakoue. This cap keeps rising higher and higher. The market needs to reset somehow, man. This market needs to reset. This market is ridiculous. Average quarterbacks are getting paid $30 million. That used to be unheard of for elite quarterbacks. When the hell did this become the norm for quarterbacks to get $30 million, man? Oh, my God. And then Dak Prescott wants 40. You're out of your mind. Out of your mind. Out of your mind. Leon is cut. Transition for like $12 million. I don't know. I wouldn't give Leonard Williams $12 million either. The guy had a half sack in his whole season. He played all season. He had a half sack. I'm not. Teddy Bridgewater wants $30 million. You see, this market needs to reset. I'm talking about for every position. It needs to reset. It is so inflated. It's ridiculous. The NFL is not giving these teams enough cap space to be paying these players that much money. Yes, the cap rises every year, but every 3 million the NFL gives more teams in cap, players want to get paid an extra 10 million. Like there's not enough money, guys. There's not enough money. Teddy Bridgewater should not get $30 million. Dak Prescott should not get $40 million. Yannick Ngakoue should not get $22 million. Since when did edge rushers get paid just as much as elite quarterbacks? Nick Foles is making $22 million. Nick Foles' dead cap space. Nick Foles demands $33 million of dead cap next year. How the hell does that happen? I don't understand. But guys, read my last comment, bro. When Matt Stafford got that $100 million, $109 million is when it became the norm. Yeah, but I think Matt Stafford deserves. I like Matt Stafford, guys. I really do. I like Matt Stafford. I just think he's with the wrong team. I don't think that team knows how to win. It doesn't know how to provide good. That team, Matt Stafford is not a runner by any stretch of the imagination, and they never fixed that offensive line. That offensive line is terrible every year. How do you expect to win games that way? The running game. Matt Stafford, only last year was the first year Matt Stafford had a 100-yard rusher on the team. He's never even had a 1,000-yard rusher for the whole season. Like, imagine having a running back not running for 100 yards every single... How long has Matt Stafford been the quarterback for the Lions? Like, come on. Matt Stafford is underrated, man. He's underrated. He wasted his career with a team that doesn't know how to win with him. Darius Slay, it's a possibility, but he's older. But guys, I'm going to wrap this up now. I have to go now, but I wanted to come on. This was a fantastic live. Had a lot of awesome guys in here. The Hub, Dylan Renner, Chris, the Entertainer Talking Sports. Make sure you guys subscribe to everybody. Subscribe to each other. We're all family here, the 27 Squad. But guys, I got to wrap this up now. I have to go. Be on the lookout for my mock draft 1.0 in the next coming days. Maybe even uploaded tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But this was a great stream. Yeah, Raphael said it. Great stream. I gotta wrap this up now. This was awesome. Make sure you guys check out my video. I made a video. I made a video just before this talking about Alec Ogletree and Kareem Martin. And make sure you guys check out my video on all the quarterbacks I have going to different locations. That video, you guys need to watch that video. It makes a lot of sense. So that being said, guys, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section before I leave here. Ooh, how many turnovers Danny had? He's adding Caden. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Great stream. Appreciate everybody joining in. All right, Chris. See you guys later. Be sure. I'm gonna be changing my name soon, guys, and I'm gonna have you guys vote on it. There's a couple of names I'm thinking about changing this channel to. I'm trying to grow as a channel. I'm starting to break out of my shell. I'm break out of my cocoon into a butterfly. So a name change is coming soon. No longer Kid Blue. I'll still go by Kid Blue and KB and stuff like that. But we'll see what happens, guys. I'm gonna put a poll out there. Make sure you guys start looking at the community section in my channel. So that being said, guys, see you guys in the next video.